Yeah, baby, I'm recording. Look at that. All right. You guys are still there, right?
Indeed.
Thank you,
Yes,
Brian.
sir.
Appreciate that. All right, let's see. We are going to go live on 4 different Facebooks. And all right, we're getting started. I got my wife. This is already set up perfectly. And Frankie, I'm going to attempt to start it on your page. Survey says no.
No?
Nope. So you'll be the one. You'll be one I'm just sharing it to. So don't hassle it. Don't worry about it. I got you covered. All right, guys. The live is getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are live on Facebook. Oh my goodness, you guys are in for a show today. We have Frankie M. Powers. Recently published the book From Rock Bottom to Mountaintops. And what I'm going to do is, as we get started here on Facebook, and I share it all across Facebook Live, I'm going to ask Sarah to pop in and do a little bit of an intro for Frankie. Are you there, Sarah?
I am. Thanks for having me, babe.
You got it.
So,
oh, what an honor.
So if you don't know who I am Sarah Weiss. I'm a consciousness evolution catalyst and the wife of Adam. So it's an honor to be here. And it's an even bigger honor to be able to be here for Frankie, who is such an incredible guy. As a consciousness evolution catalyst, I work with very powerful consciousness evolution seekers. Frankie being one of them. I've had the pleasure and honor to be able to help him evolve his consciousness, which is already very evolved. So like I said, I work with very powerful people, Frankie being one of them. And I've gotten to know him and just how much of pure heart he is. He is all heart, and everything he does is for the love of the people around him, which has been such a pleasure for me, because I've been able to receive that love. I've been able to give it back. And we've got this incredible relationship where he's continually evolving himself and the people around him. And I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to impact a lot of people, not only with his book, but with just his whole heart and his being and his essence and his aura and just everything that he is about. So with that, I'm just really honored to be here for you, Frankie.
You got me choking up. My eyes all watery. I don't know if you can see it, but thank you, Sarah. I felt that, and I don't know how else to be. Live from the heart. That's been in me all along. So thank you so much for believing in me, for coaching me, and for feeling me. Thank you.
It's been really fun. I mean, watching your event that you just recently had, again, it's pure heart seeing you on stage, hearing your music, everything you're doing so many awesome, incredible things, expanding yourself, evolving yourself, not just your consciousness, but your world, your whole existence continues to grow and expand, which is a benefit to anyone in your space as they get the opportunity to grow with you, which I consider myself one of the lucky enough to be part of that. So how did you love doing that event? You looked so vibrant and bright, and I was really excited to watch you.
Thank you, Sarah. I mean, it was, I wasn't nervous at all. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why am I not nervous? Like, it was like a few minutes before, I'm like, I'm not nervous. Like, I was questioning myself, like, I should be nervous. And when I got up there and I started the event with, the suicide letter that obviously I never finished. I did get a little nervous there, but it was it was such standing in that stage and speaking to the people. I just felt so loved. I felt so cared for. I felt like this is where I'm supposed to be. And it was, although I was supposedly maybe, and I say this really humbly because I don't view myself like that. I guess the main attraction, it really wasn't about me. It was about other people, and it was about showing other people that no matter what you've gone through in your life, and no matter who's there or who's not there, that you can get through it. You know, through faith, hope, and love, and serving your fellow man. You know, it was surreal. It was really, it was beautiful, and it was so touching that all these people were there for me. And I'm so humbled and grateful, and so filled with just gratitude and love that it's I don't know how to say it. It was great. It was freaking phenomenal. It was amazing.
We know how hard it is, and how hard it can be to get those exact words that you want to have, and how to tell your story. But we know how hard you work to put the book together. I want to introduce you to somebody here who really focuses on telling your story, and how much the way that you took yourself from rock bottom to mountaintops is something that he inspires people to do. So what I'd like to do at this time is introduce you to Brian Baird. And Brian, go ahead and say hello to Frankie M. Powers.
Well, there's so much more than just saying hello to you. First of all, my head is swirling with all the conversation that's been taking place so far. I've been I don't know Frankie as well as you guys do, and so I've been sort of stalking him. I was like, until right now, I was outside with my hands on the ledge of the window looking in, and I just walked in the door, and I love the energy here. So this is great stuff to see. I have first of all, I'm very excited about how the universe has conspired to make it so that Frankie empowers, of course, empowers, and I love that part of it. And the other thing that I'd like to make sure I talk about, since I'm all about having people supporting and guiding people so that they live in a very aligned life, they live their authentic story and not the stories that were handed to them. The inspiring part about, and the confirmation part of this, and my inspiring part of this, is that, Frankie, when you said you weren't nervous at all because of your event, that's because you're now very much in alignment and not having these inauthentic stories that we all have during the course of our life that we need to release. And you just have been releasing them. And the power of your story it comes to me in two different framings in terms of, you are, congratulations at this level. You've told a very raw story, which very few people can do. The reason why you can do that is because you have been sitting in your authentic story instead of living these other stories, which would make it so you would have imposter syndrome and all these other challenges that would show up before you. And the second thing is, it's just congratulations on writing a book. So many people, look, I'm in the middle of writing a couple of books right now at the same time, and it's just trying to find a hole in your schedule to do that is a very, very challenging thing. I know I need to be better about scheduling my time. Congratulations, the fact that you just did that. You've completed the mission, man.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man. It was I appreciate all the kind words, and it was an emotional roller coaster, man. I've done a lot of, a lot of work over the last 3 years, healing and inner soul searching and changing the script, flipping the script of my own story. But that writing that book was really wow. I got to really know myself in more ways than I could have ever imagined. And you feel it if you hear it. I did my own audiobook. If you hear it, you can feel the emotion while I go take people on my journey. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, brother.
Well, thanks for letting me into the living room today, so I don't have to be looking from the outside in. I'm going to go out on the limb and say that I believe that we should also get you on the radio show that I have, so that you can get your story out even further. So I hope that's all right for me to say that while I'm on this event with you folks live right now, but let's make sure we connect up and get that going.
Absolutely. I'm all in, man. I'm all in. Radio is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I love it.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're bringing everybody together. This is the virtual book tour presented by Adam Connects. We have Frankie M. Powers. The book is From Rock Bottom to Mountaintops. And there's a subtitle that goes with that, right, Frankie? What's that subtitle?
My journey through faith, hope, and love.
So you guys are connected through faith, hope, and love. That's why we're all here. Brian's just invited you to be on his radio show up in the New York area. So that'd be a nice promotion for you. We have Sarah Weiss here supporting you. We have people in the green room waiting to come out and celebrate Frankie on his book, which is available not only in a printed form, but as you heard, Frankie was in the studio. He's got an audio book for you. We have Norma here today. We have Lisa Thomas L. We've got a wide variety of people, including Shaboom. So we're going to bring it all here. I'm going to go ahead and ask Sarah to go ahead and take the stage. Sarah, how would you like to compliment Frankie on his book?
Again, always a pleasure. I've gotten to know you over the past, I guess, 6 months now. It's been half a year, and we work very closely with each other. So I've gotten to see and hear about, the mountains you've climbed to get where you're at, and how you have overcome so many obstacles to become this raw and vulnerable. Because obviously you weren't always raw and vulnerable, and you had your masks, and you hid behind your pains and certain things, but to be able to explode through these obstacles and to become your greatest self, and you constantly are becoming a greater and greater and greater version of yourself. I'd love to ask, how has that felt to explode through these hardships that were obviously not easy for you to go through?
Well, it was painful, but as you and I both know, pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. It's been hard. It's been hard and enlightened, like what's hard in the moment. But my gosh, the realizations that have come about, afterwards, and like, oh my God, I now know why I needed to go through these hardships, because there's a lesson, there's a silver lining, and we try and, dodge it, and we stay in that victim thing. Oh, I can't believe this happened to me. And where I've really just got in the last 10 days, it's almost, and I'm saying this really meekly and humbly, I know there's a lot of growth for me. Still, like, we're always growing, but where I am right now, as far as in the sense of enlightened, like, I've really gotten to a place where, I tattooed a couple months ago the word trust, and I didn't realize how I made a deal with the universe when I tattooed that, because it's showing up everywhere, where I'm just trusting God, really, like, completely trusting and knowing that everything's for a reason, and being grateful for everything that's around me. And I'm overwhelmed with emotion and grateful and gratitude and humility in feeling that. And I wish, God, what I would do for others to be able to tap into where I'm at right now. It's a beautiful place. Thank you.
Outstanding. Thank you, Sarah, so much. Love that you're a part of this, and love that you're on. And we're going to start bringing on some other guests, but Brian, before you take off, any final words for Frankie M. Powers, or the people have a chance to read his book?
Well, my congratulations extends past Frankie's accomplishments here, because he's got many, many more to come. My congratulations will be the people who come into his universe and work with him and understand what he's all about. Because I fundamentally believe, I know Sarah and you do too, I fundamentally believe that the arc of our lives is about unconditional love. And you can feel how no matter what happens to us in our human frame, and I'm sure that we can all see this as a human being, he's showing up in that, fully reaching into that arc and experiencing and sharing unconditional love. And I love that part of this story that we've had a chance to share together. So I can't wait to talk to you forward to having other